Hello folks, I'm Marvin LeBlanc from Marvelous Performance Systems, and tonight I've got a scary offer for you. I have a little story to tell you. I have a daughter, and man, growing up, she absolutely just loved Halloween. And so here's a picture of that precious child. Do y'all see that precious child? She's got her Halloween bucket. She's all dressed up in Jasmine's outfit. Well, this child wore this Jasmine outfit for like at least a year, it seems. And so what happened was, I remember vividly the night that we took her on her Halloween escapade, if you will. I had dress shoes on, and I rushed right home and picked her up, and we started going through the subdivision. Well, little did I know, we spent way too much time out there collecting way too much candy. And if you've got any kids, you know how pumped up they can get about that candy at Halloween time. So I remember the next 2 or 3 days, man, the arches of my feet hurt so bad. But I wanted to reach out to you today with a special Halloween coaching package offer. This is a spontaneous offer, and quite frankly, we're already, I think, on October 22nd, so it's going to end in around 8 days. So here's the deal. I'm going to share with you what I'm going to do. I'm crazy for doing it, but I'm all fired up. As some of you know, I'm an LSU graduate, and I never expected that we'd have 7 wins against 1 loss this deep into the season. It is true, in 2 weeks we're going to play Alabama, and we're going to leave that game in the silence it currently deserves. So here's what I'm trying to share with you about this coaching package. Yes, it's a scary good deal. Yes, it's a $250 value. Yes, today you can pick it up for 97 bucks. That's $97. You can pick up this coaching package. Well, what am I going to get for this, Marvin? You've told me what it is. It's a personal and professional coaching package, primarily around the concepts of selling, around also the concepts of leadership. Most of the people that I serve are professional salespeople, or they own small businesses. And so as a result, lots of them right now, they're entering in or in the middle of the 4th quarter, and so they're trying to reach their end of the year goals, and they're on the struggle bus. So here's the thing that has happened. I've just come off the road for the last 2 weeks. As you know, I'm a professional speaker and I'm a sales trainer, and I'm now back home. I think I might have a couple of business retreats to conduct either in mid-December, mid-November, but I do have some time for some virtual coaching, whether we do it on Zoom, whether we do it on an old school telephone. What a concept. You can actually use a telephone to communicate and do business with, which, by the way, I do less and less business via telephone, and more on Zoom conference calls, on GoToWebinars, and lots of text messaging. Most all of what I work around is only 3 things. I work with people that have a desire to sell smarter, work less, and live longer. So if you're on a struggle bus right now and you've spent thousands of dollars this year and you're not getting the result, maybe you're like a lot of people that you haven't spent money investing in yourself in the way of training and personal development. And as a result, some of your sales is lacking. Maybe your attitude is lacking. Maybe you're just kind of dragging, and it would be worth the time just to spend talking with me and talking out those challenges that you have. The other thing that I also spend a great deal of time with is not constantly talking to you about what is your outbound marketing efforts, whether they be direct mail, whether they be email marketing, whether they be making hundreds of phone calls. Rather, I spend a lot of time discussing with you inbound marketing. You see, I am a person that has the maxed out number of Facebook followers on my personal Facebook at 5,000. I'm a person that has grown his Twitter base to 42,400 followers, and I've done it organic, having never spent any money on any Twitter machines that you can buy 10,000 Twitter followers for X amount of dollars. I've not done that. As a matter of fact, I struggle on Facebook because I'm having that 5,000 maximum limit, and quite frankly, I know hundreds of those people, and I don't want to reduce say 10 or 15 people so that I can stay under the 5,000 Facebook followers amount. Wouldn't that be something for you if you had that problem and you were owning a small business and you were having trouble getting enough prospects to come in to your sales funnel on a monthly basis? Well, I have solved that problem, and I can definitely solve that problem for you. But the $97 is not just because of a 1-hour personal coaching call. It's not just about talking about inbound marketing. It's not just about attitude development. It's also about, perhaps, if you choose to receive this, if you choose and you're interested in the 4 worthwhile questions. Well, Marvin, I don't even know what the 4 worthwhile questions are. Well, the 4 worthwhile questions are the only questions you need to be trained on to find out within the first 7 minutes in a conversation if the person is a legitimate prospect. You see, sales professionals don't spend all their time practicing on suspects. They spend a lot of their time practicing their presentation privately, maybe in their car, but they spend the quality amount of their time in front of qualified buyers. Is that something that you would be interested in? For $97, less than $100, you could learn those 4 worthwhile questions. So at first I said I slashed my coaching package by half. The truth is I slashed it probably by more than 60%. The other limitation I have is that you can wait to the last minute, because it's about 8 days that this package will last. But the reality is I'm going to shut it down as soon as 7 people come into my world. And the reason why I'm going to only coach 7 people is because, according to the American Management Association and all of their studies, and they've done tons of them over the last few decades, about 7 is about the maximum amount of people that a manager can have people directly report to them. And 7's always a good number for me for lots of reasons. I have a retired jersey that was 77, and so my mother was born in the month of 7, so 7 is the number. The other thing that you should also know is, well, why are you qualified to help me? I know it's only $97, and I know it's a great value because I've seen you tons and tons of times on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Periscope. I probably already know and read hundreds of your articles. There's about 400 articles in my free library resource at marvinleblanc.com. But why should I listen to you? Well, simply this: have you conducted 19,600 personal one-on-one personal selling interviews? A few of you have, but guess what? Those of you that have conducted that 19,600 personal selling interviews are actually the ones that want to learn even more. You see, that's the whole trait of those successful people. School is never out with a successful person. They totally understand that they don't have a market a sold out closed market on all the great ideas. So I wanted to share that with you. There's no false fees. There's no false promises. The stuff that I'm going to go through with you is street tested. And boy, I have had lots of rejection in my life, because if you're out there 19,600 interviews, you're going to be told no a whole lot. So you might be interested in how do I cope with objections and rejections? That might be something. What we're going to do is you're going to decide the agenda for what you want to talk to me about. Additionally to the 1 hour coaching is something that you may or may not know about, and that is this book called Come Hell or High Water, Life Lessons from Hurricane Katrina, Facing Life's Greatest Challenges No Matter What, is a #1 Amazon Kindle bestseller. And the early part of this book talks about my story and how I recovered from losing my business, losing my house, losing my office, and losing 9 people, and also losing 68% of my income in the first 90 days, which is not something I would really recommend to you. So that's the beginning story. And then I talk a little bit about building pride in your company, and I talk about the 5 impossible laws of communication. Maybe that's something that you're interested in. Maybe the other thing might have to do with Marvin's 32 Commandments of Teamwork. And as you know, some of you know, I'm a Cajun boy, and the reason there's 32 commandments is there's 1 commandment for each day for you to concentrate on. And as a good Cajun boy, there's always some lagniappe, which is French for something a little extra. There's an extra team commandment in there that can help you and your team go to the next level. So reach out to us, share with us your information. Let's have a conversation, make a commitment to getting in this personal coaching call. The other gifts that you're going to have that's in additional to this, but wait, there's more, is that some of you out there know me as a national member of the National Speakers Association. And so as a result, there was a dissertation written by a Loyola graduate student here at Loyola University in New Orleans. And as a result, we had an interview that became a pocket booklet, From Free Speech to Paid Speaker. Some of you do a whole lot of speaking. The problem is you're doing it for free, and that doesn't pay many light bills. It might do a little something for your ego, but it doesn't pay the light bill, and it darn sure doesn't pay the mortgage. The other pocket booklet I have that's been extremely popular for small business owners is the 13 Rules for Solid Business Growth. The 13 Rules for Solid Business Growth, you literally, that's why it's called a pocket booklet. You can literally carry it in your pocket, because quite frankly, America's not reading huge novels anymore like they used to. Yeah, there's a few of us geeks. Yeah, I just read Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. I would strongly suggest you to read it too, but if you're not into reading that much, it's 1,058 pages. But it is worth your time. So that's a little bit about me. Go down here right now, grab the offer. I can't wait to work with you and help you have a great end of the year. I'm Marvin LeBlanc. I wish you peace. I wish you love. And as always, I wish you gumbo, baby. Sell smarter, live longer, and work less. Goodbye for now.